All right, today, January the 19th, 2017, this is a ThoughtCast. This is Aaron, this is my Promethean way, and we're going to talk about some boomer principles. Boomer principle number one is going to be no crunch. Why? Well, we get into that. So I read an article, Idea Fit, You Are So Fantastic, thank you so much for all you provide, by Kimberly W. Evans, and these are my thoughts on it, okay? So, the number one principle, and there are several, I'll make several of these videos so you guys can get each one, and details on them. No crunches anymore. The reason why is because your abs, that would be the rectus abdominis, the obliques, transverse abdominis, are all endurance, compression, and posture muscles. What does that mean? That means your six pack, your love handles, your lower back are designed for endurance, compression to hold the spine still, and to keep your posture up. They are not designed for power, unlike the quads and the glutes. Quads and glutes are power muscles. Okay, you drive your hips, that's power muscles. Okay, so abs and quads, totally different style of muscle. You want to work them differently. Now, due to weaker spinalis muscles, those are the muscles that run up the back of your neck, cervical lordosis, that's forward head posture, protracted shoulders, that's shoulders that slump forward, and tight pecs, you develop chronic neck and back pain and even headaches. So the moves to focus on to actually help counteract some of this when you are 50 plus are going to be the plank. You'll be in a prone position, face down, be on your elbows and your toes, and then a hip bridge, be supine, you'll be on your back, lifting your hips off the ground, and then the air march. You'll again be on your back, supine, 90-degree knee bend, you'll be marching your feet. Move them to the left and the right, and not away from the body. You're not doing like a leg extension, okay? So I'm gonna have an example here for you in a moment. So this is my client, Alex, and we're gonna be working on, yeah, peace, everybody. Right, throw the gang signs up. Anyhow, so he's gonna be showing some examples for us of what we're talking about. So the first thing is gonna be to show you what cervical lordosis looks like, protracted shoulders look like, and what tight pecs would look like. So I'm gonna stand to the side here, and he's gonna push his head forward intentionally, like he's trying to be a turtle. Yeah, there we go. Cervical lordosis, forward head posture. This is a very exaggerated one, but if your neck looks anything like this, you've got major problems with your spinalis muscles. Your traps are going to be overactive, they're going to be constantly activated, then eventually they're going to give out, then your neck takes all the weight. You have about 6 to 8 pounds is what your head usually weighs. So you guys have to understand that you're putting way too much pressure on the spinalis muscles, they tire out, and the traps get too tired. Then what happens? The shoulders, they crunch forward. When they crunch forward, so really stick them forward for me. Yeah, that's protracted shoulders. See how protracted they are? Now you combine that with a forward head posture, just like you did before, okay? You got this rounding of the back. So he's taking an exaggerated position. If he slowly pulls his shoulders back, slowly, you're gonna see he gets into a better posture and his chest comes out again. So you'll wind up seeing these folks that their chin is almost touching their chest because of that. So he's showing you the exaggerated posture so you guys can understand what it looks like. Then right here, tight pecs. Now the pec attaches, of course, to the sternum and then goes up to the shoulder. If he's tight through here, it's going to be pulling the shoulder forward. So this muscle being tight, it's going to like pull this shoulder forward like that. Now he's getting the rounding of the back, and then his head drops forward. Bloop. And then next thing you know, he's got that forward head posture and the chronic pain. So that's what all those look like. That is spinalis muscles, where they're located, cervical lordosis, protracted shoulders, and what the tight pecs will do for you. Next, we're going to do the moves. All right. The first move is going to be the basic plank. Make sure that the elbows are underneath the shoulders. So do not, if Alex were to walk his hands too far away from him, go and walk them far away from you. You're going to be in this position, and the plank is going to be hard to hold. So he's going to walk his elbows back towards his ribs, nice and tight, a little bit farther back. Good. Then what he's going to do is pop up onto his toes when he's ready, and he's going to hold this plank. Now, his lower back is sagging. He doesn't want to have the sag, so he wants to lift his hips higher, a little higher, and a little bit higher, and there he goes. Now in the plank, you want the entire body flexed. So he's gonna be squeezing his arms, his back, his chest, his glutes, everything. And this is a compression exercise. He's going to be compressing the core and also doing the endurance. So compression by sucking the belly button into the tummy, sucking the belly button up, compressing the core while he endures. All right. Movement number 2 is going to be the hip bridge. So he's going to lift his pelvis and hold it. He's going to hold it there and squeeze his belly button and pull his belly button into his spine. and more endurance and compression. So that's the second move for you guys to do. Very basic, simple hip bridge. The next one is going to be in the supine position again. So come on back down for me. So he's going to be supine again. He's going to have, this time his back is going to be on the ground. He's going to put his arms up to his sides. He's going to lift his knees up 90 degrees. Now he's going to have his legs at exactly 90 degrees. So there you go, perfect. Now what he's going to do is he's going to do a foot march, and I'll come to this angle to show you. He's going to march his feet 1 foot at a time to one side. He's not extending away from his body, he's simply changing the angle, hopping, 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 hopping. So, foot march. Yep, lifting the knee and keeping that knee flexion and moving to the side without hitting the ground. And then back up to the other side. Foot march, keeping the back on the ground as much as possible as he does like a little march in the air with his feet, back and forth, back and forth. That's right, keeping the knees flexed and going back and forth and back and forth. This one will tire you out fast, folks, but this will help you with your lumbar. And of course, this doesn't hurt the neck. Relax your head on the ground and keep your head on the ground the entire time. And that's going to keep you from hurting the neck. See what he did? He had his head up. See, bring your chin back up the way you had it before. He brought his chin up. We're flexing the neck forward. We don't want to do that. He's going to lay his head on the ground and leave it there while he marches. So that's what we call a little happy accident. That way he actually can show you the wrong form and then to get into the right form for the spinalis muscles. Remember, he wasn't thinking about his neck. He was thinking about his core. All right, you can relax. So come on up for me. He wasn't thinking about his neck at all, were you? That's why you had your chin to your chest and didn't even think about it. It's a natural neurotic response. It's like, I gotta tense up. And when you do that, you bring your chin to your chest and everything goes wrong. So that's why I want you guys to do these particular exercises and keep your neck soft and relaxed, or else we're counterproductive. So if you guys like the content, don't forget to subscribe and share.